The Pittsburgh Steelers are facing a pivotal moment in their search for a franchise quarterback, with significant decisions looming for the 2025 NFL season. After a less-than-ideal experiment with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, the Steelers are setting their sights on the upcoming NFL draft, hoping to finally find their long-term answer at the quarterback position. With the NFL scouting combine underway, it's clear that Pittsburgh is intensifying their evaluation of quarterbacks for April's draft. Picking at number 21 overall in the first round, the Steelers aren't likely to be in the running for some of the top quarterbacks who are expected to go early. Miami's Kim Ward and Colorado's Shedeur Sanders are both projected to be among the first signal callers selected, making them out of reach for Pittsburgh at this point. However, despite not having the luxury of a top 5 pick, the Steelers may still be positioned to grab a promising talent from the second tier of quarterbacks, players who could develop into a future star with the right coaching and development. Among the quarterbacks Pittsburgh has been eyeing are Jackson Dart, Quinn Ewers, and Max Brosmer. All three have recently met with Steelers coaches and personnel. Jackson Dart, in particular, stood out during his visit to Pittsburgh. Dart shared his thoughts on his interaction with head coach Mike Tomlin and offensive coordinator Arthur Smith, describing the experience as rewarding. "The Steelers have been awesome," Dart said. "Coach Tomlin and Coach Smith are both elite at what they do. It's really impressive to see how they've sustained success over the years, and just getting to know them more was a great experience for me. I really enjoyed making those connections." Jackson Dart's college career at Ole Miss has been nothing short of impressive. He led the SEC with 4,279 passing yards and a 69.3% completion rate, showing his ability to perform under pressure and his sharp decision-making. With such a standout year, Dart has certainly caught the attention of NFL scouts, and the Steelers may be seriously considering him as a candidate to develop into a future starter. His maturity and leadership on the field were key factors that made him an intriguing prospect for Pittsburgh. Quinn Ewers, the Texas Longhorns' star quarterback, is another player making waves in draft discussions. Ewers led Texas to the college football playoff in the previous season, throwing for 3,472 yards and completing 65.8% of his passes. He also threw for 31 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, numbers that highlight his potential to thrive at the next level. Ewers' strong arm and natural talent make him a compelling option, though his consistency from year to year will be crucial to determine whether he can handle the demands of the NFL. Max Brosmer, while not as widely discussed as Dart or Ewers, has also attracted attention from the Steelers' front office. The quarterback out of New Hampshire has shown impressive poise and leadership, leading his team to multiple successful seasons. Brosmer's ability to make quick reads and his command of the offense make him an intriguing late-round option for Pittsburgh if they choose to add depth to the position or bring in a developmental quarterback for the future. The Steelers have a complicated quarterback situation after parting ways with Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett, and Mitchell Trubisky last offseason. They ultimately traded for Justin Fields and signed Russell Wilson, but neither quarterback provided the stability the franchise has been craving. Fields, despite his athleticism, struggled with consistency, while Wilson's veteran presence failed to spark the offense in a meaningful way. Now, with the draft on the horizon, the Steelers are once again looking to overhaul their quarterback room in search of someone who can be a true franchise cornerstone. For Pittsburgh, the stakes are high. The team has historically prided itself on strong, reliable quarterback play, and the absence of that kind of leadership has left a hole in their roster. The next quarterback they draft could shape the future of the franchise, and this draft offers an important opportunity to secure that player. The Steelers have done their homework on these quarterbacks, attending their combine workouts, conducting interviews, and bringing them in for visits. The coaching staff, including Mike Tomlin, who is known for developing strong relationships with his players, has made a solid impression on many of these prospects. Dart, for example, spoke glowingly about his experience with Coach Tomlin. "It's great getting to talk to Coach Tomlin and just start building that relationship," Dart explained. "It's clear he knows what he's doing, and it was exciting to get to know him more last off-season. Looking back at Pittsburgh's quarterback moves in recent years, it's clear they're not afraid of making big changes. The decision to move on from Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett, and Mitchell Trubisky last offseason signaled a bold shift, and the trade for Justin Fields, followed by the signing of Russell Wilson, was an attempt to provide immediate help at the position. However, both Fields and Wilson failed to meet expectations, leaving the Steelers in search of a more sustainable solution for the future. As the 2025 draft approaches, the Steelers will need to weigh their options carefully. While Jackson Dart, Quinn Ewers, and Max Brosmer may not have the same star power as some of the more highly touted quarterbacks, they each bring their own unique skill sets and potential to the table. The Steelers' coaching staff has shown a keen interest in these players, and with Tomlin's track record of developing quarterbacks, they may be the perfect fit for the franchise's future. The question remains, will the Steelers finally land their long-awaited elite quarterback in this draft? With several intriguing names on the board, Pittsburgh has the chance to make a significant move that could transform their offense for years to come. As the scouting process continues, there's still much to unfold in the weeks leading up to the draft. Fans of the Steelers will be watching closely, hoping that this year's draft will provide the signal caller they've been waiting for. So, what do you think? Will the Steelers find their franchise quarterback this year? Could Jackson Dart, Quinn Ewers, or Max Brosmer be the future face of the franchise? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned as we continue to follow the team's draft preparations.